Bienvenido, raza, puro potente, where everything we talk about is potente. The past, the present, and the future. Let me see. We got Q here. Well, let me see. Is he on, Q? You hearing me there or not?
He's on the road,
I don't
brother.
know, Johnny. Hey, he's on the road. So
He's
we're
on
going to
the road.
have Q. Okay,
Okay.
well, he can hear us, so we're good. Johnny, how have you been, my brother?
Doing good,
How is
Brody.
it in Victoria, Texas?
Ahorita apenas comenzó a llover, bro, but maybe como unos about 30 minutes ago. Más
I told
llovizna. We're getting that disturbance that's out in the Gulf, man.
I told you you shouldn't have bought a boat. You shouldn't have bought a truck. Look at it, man. It would have paid
No,
dividends.
no, it's seasonal, bro. So it'd be all right. It'd be all right. We'll be all right. But
Te vas
no,
a
man,
ahogar
dude,
antes de que se termine la temporada, güey.
no, hombre, ni quiero hablar de la trocarita. You know what happened to me last week, bro? That truck went down. Hombre, that's another story. Pero no, I mean, no, I've been doing good. Other than that, man, la familia's good, man. How about you, man? How you been? You and the family over there in that end?
I've been sleeping a lot. It's called
That's
old
good, man.
age. It's called old age, man. Now that I
Hey,
have a crew working for me, I don't have to get up in the
we,
mornings. Hey,
we
I know
talked.
you like that cue, right? I don't have to, dude. This week, one of the days, I didn't get up till 11:30 or 12. I call you
Yeah,
Johnny around 1 or 1:30.
yeah,
I'm going to get me
yeah.
my tacos and stuff. You know what I mean?
Esteban me dice, yeah, for the past two times that I talked to him this week, apenas me voy levantando. What? Y ya son como las 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. What the hell? I said, shit, he was barely getting up, man.
Q, are you on your phone typing or something? Q?
No, I got the video turned. No, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just don't see. I was wondering, is there a problem with the video, or are you typing on your phone or messaging? Because I know
No,
when you
I'm
message.
GPS on, man. I gotta be
Okay,
watching
no,
my
that's not a problem.
GPS.
Well, look, we got somebody already. We got somebody tuning in. Melissa, thank you for tuning in. There,
Saludos.
Johnny. Hey,
Sis,
it's been a
how you doing?
couple of weeks, Johnny, since we ain't been here,
Yeah,
but
we ain't been
we are
here.
here. Thank you, Melissa, for tuning in. We really appreciate it. I think
Yeah.
Can
we'll
you hear
have
me now,
Q here in
Anthony?
a minute. Well, guys, I can hear you. Yes. What?
Okay,
Who
We
else
no,
do
can
no,
we
hear
it's
got
you.
okay.
here?
I got my GPS on, man. So my video's paused
Oh,
because
qué
Okay,
I'm
bueno.
watching my GPS. But yeah, but I
you
can
got
hear
it.
you
I
guys. Go
understand. Do
ahead.
your thing. Okay.
No, do you
Well,
think, buddy?
whenever you
Be
can.
safe
Hey,
on the road,
once
man.
you're on the interstate, bro, that you know you're gonna get there, just come back on. Mari
Yeah.
Yes.
Martinez, saludos de parte de Potente. Thank you for tuning in. We
Saludos.
really appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, in today's episode, we've got a rising star from West Texas, Jay Sterling. I really like what he's doing. This guy is really putting himself out there, and he's making waves in this industry. All right, and we're starting to hear about him. We're gonna get to hear about all his plans, everything he's done. Uh, Learn a little bit of his background. Where did he come from? What got him into this? He's got a very popish feel to his music, and we'll get into all that with him. But before we bring him on, Johnny, has the high already got gone down? If you're already off that high from the Monterrey gig several weeks back?
It was right here, and it's still right there.
It's still right there. Hey, ¿cuánto va a durar, Johnny?
No, but dude, that was awesome, man. Awesome. I mean, I've been showing my buddies and my dad and everything. And they're like, and one of my buddies today, he called me. He said, "Hey, buddy, dijo, are you busy about 4 o'clock?" Dije, no. Dijo, man, my son's starting a rock band, and they gave him a drum set, but we don't know how to set it up. Can you come and help us set it up? Somebody, dude, the school gave him a beautiful. It's called a Pearl Vision. I hadn't seen that drum set in a while, double bass, Anthony, and I went and said it. No, hombre, dude, bruto. He said, I set it up, but I don't know if I did it right. Y que voy llegando. I said, bro, you did a good job, man.
Did a good
Hombre,
job.
they gave him about 10 cymbals, bro, everything. So we sit there, man, talking, man, and then I started showing videos. He goes, bro, man, dude. And I started showing the video where Hombre Muerto, where the people were singing. He goes, man, bro, y'all popular up there. And he was like,
Y'all are
ah,
popular up there.
bro.
Hey,
And he's like,
Johnny, somewhere
yeah.
we're popular. Q, you there? Chime in, brother.
Yeah.
How? So has the high already? Has it disappeared for you? Is it gone? Is it still in there? Or are you? Where are you at with that?
No, I mean, I think that's gonna be that's one of they call core memories, right? Something that you're gonna remember, that you can recollect and bring up at the drop of a dime, man. And it's I'm still living it, man.
Yes,
It was an awesome night, man, and I enjoy watching those videos that you're putting up. I know you've been really active on social media, as
Yeah,
far as dropping videos and clips and shorts and reels, and I really enjoy that, man. It takes me back to that night, man. I had a lot of fun.
yep.
a lot of fun.
No
It was
shit.
a,
It
it
was
was a,
great.
it was something to experience, man. After 27 years, man, I never thought that we would go back and get that reaction from the crowd, and I love it, man. And Monterrey,
I
man, I
agree.
love the crowd, man. It
I
was.
agree. It was a great turnout. Look who we got. We got our good friend Daniel Patasma. What's up, Daniel?
Hey, Daniel,
Saludos
Daniel.
de parte de Potente crew here. Thank you for
What's up,
tuning in,
brother?
my brother. It means a lot. We got
Yeah,
here. What does Marty say? Sterling team. There we go. We're about to hit the
Oh
Sterling
yeah.
team right here. We're about to hit the main man himself here. So, guys, without further ado, let's bring in Jay and let's get to know a little bit about Jay, what he's been doing, where he came from, all the good stuff. Let's see where he's at. Jay, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Congratulations on everything that you're doing, brother. Thank you so much for taking time to come on our show. I know you're a little under the weather. That's why we're just gonna do an audio for you. I'm on the same way, bro. When I get sinuses, it's bad, and you don't want to see any lights. You don't want to see nothing. You just kind of want to just be in a dark spot, just to
yeah.
kind of relax. And I know you could have what do you call it reschedule this, and we had to reschedule once. I appreciate you it, sticking in there with us, brother. How have you been?
Well, first and foremost, man, I want to thank you guys for letting me come on a show. Like you said, I am currently in a dark spot, bro, and like no light, even the phone light is dim.
I hear you. That's
So,
no
but
problem,
I,
brother.
I really wanted to be here and get on this interview with you guys, regardless of how everything feels. But I've been pretty good, man. Besides what's been happening recently.
Well, like I said, I'm glad to hear it. Gentlemen, y'all want to welcome Jay to the show. Johnny,
Welcome, Jay, man. Good to finally talk to you, buddy. I've been hearing a lot of things about you, man. A lot of good things, man. A lot of good feedback on you. So, man, I'm glad that you could make it on the show. And sorry you're going through, a little sickness, man. Pero that's how it goes, brother. But being un músico, you got to do what you got to do, man. And I appreciate it, man. Thank you, man, for being on the show, bro.
Yes, sir. No problem. No problem. It's an honor for me.
Q,
Yeah.
you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hopefully y'all can hear me, man.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
I'm out in the middle of nowhere, man.
We can
So,
hear you.
but yeah, welcome, Jay, man. It's a pleasure, man. I've never met you. Can't wait to meet you in person, man, and chop it up a little bit and see what happens, man. And like Anthony mentioned a couple of weeks ago or about a month ago when we had Daniel on, man, do a collaboration, man, get together and do something, man. Looking forward to that, man.
Oh, yes, sir. Hey, here, same here. I'm always ready to get to work.
I
Oh
know.
yeah.
Hey, that's so. Daniel said that, so I want to see that firsthand. Okay, because hey, let me tell you something, Jay. I'm that guy over here. That's Q. When
Oh,
I get
yeah.
to the studio, he's like, "Can we take a break? Do you know what a break is?" No, I don't. No, I don't. I just want to. I want to finish the project.
Yeah, exactly, man. Like that's really how I get in the studio, bro. Like I tell myself, hey, I'm gonna take a break. Like actually, after this last album that we dropped in May, bro, we had actually finished it the year prior, and I told myself, I said, all right, you know what, beginning of next year, take a break because 2024 is it's gonna be a breakout year for the music, and uh, didn't take a break at all. I was supposed to take a break at the beginning of this year, and then I ended up working on Mil Besos with Aaron Holler, and then another one with Alejandro. So we were just dropping music back to back to back, like. And then I think I talked to my dad a little bit, and he said, "Hey, he's like, aren't you supposed to be taking a break?" He's like, "You've been in the studio every day." He's like, for like the
Yeah.
last 3-4 weeks. I'm like, well,
Yep.
I said I get a break for a couple hours, but
I
I was
I
like,
know
man, I was like,
that's the way
I
I
gotta
am.
be in there, man.
I hear
La
you
vida es
because you,
la vida.
go ahead, Johnny.
That's the
Yeah.
life of a musician, bro. La vida de
Well,
un
no,
músico, man. Always on the go, you
you
know.
want to hear the project finish, bro. I mean, and if you didn't get
Exactly.
in there, if you don't get in there and work on it, let me see, let me see, Jay. Let me guess. You bounce what you have and you listen to it, and it's not totally finished, and you're like, okay, I'm listening to it, then man, but I know I still got to finish, and you got to hear the whole thing complete. Something like
Yes,
that.
sir. Yeah.
Something like that.
So basically, I'll put together. I'll tell myself, hey, I'm gonna put together just a small, like a bunch of scratch tracks. No, hombre, bro. I sit there and I produce the whole damn thing, like
Hmm.
the whole night. Okay, so
Yep.
that's finished. And I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I'm kind of tired. Let me do scratch vocals. I do the rough cut vocals. I bounce it out, take it home, listening. I'm like, I should have added this. So
Okay.
I'll go back to the studio 11, 12, 1 in the morning, dude. I'll add
Yep.
So,
something else. I'll bounce that one out. And then I'm like, I missed something. So I go back again.
Hmm. Isn't
so
that crazy? I do the same thing. Now, a lot of times I'll work on something, whether it may be a vocal part or a accordion part or bajo part, and I just kind of just like a rough draft, boom, like you're saying, just throw it and say, you know what? No, man, I didn't resolve to the right note there. So exactly, this is talking shop. I know a lot of people this is boring, but for us, this is like, I mean, this is this. It doesn't get any better,
Yeah.
man. Once again, before we get too far off, let's see, man. Once again, like I said, I'm happy that you're here, bro. We're gonna kind of ask you a few things. Tell me, how did you get started in this? Where did you have musical influences? Your family, musicians? How did it all start for Jay Sterling?
Well, basically, my family. I come from a long line of musicians, man. Starting with my dad, mostly my dad's family. I have musicians on my mom's, but they were a lot older, so I never got to meet them. Um, but my dad, man, my dad's dad played, I think, like 20 instruments or more than that. So he was really where we kind of got everything from. And out of all like the cousins and everybody that's my age right now, bro, that me and my brother are the only two musicians out of everybody that play.
Hmm.
So I was like, well, I said somebody's got to carry the next line. So I took after Grandpa, man, and play a handful of instruments myself. But that's really where we come from. That long line. He was a songwriter, and now I'm a songwriter. So it's pretty cool to keep that going.
Awesome,
Right
Johnny.
on,
cool,
man.
man.
You want to carry it, Johnny?
Yeah, man. I mean, I know where you're coming from, man. On my side of the family, también, on my dad's side, my grandpa he played violin, and and my grandma would sometimes sing, and on her side, también, a lot of musicians. But I know where you're coming from on like on my dad's side, all my tios and all that, they were all musicians, and out of all
Yeah.
the cousins, man, I think it's only three of us that are musicos out of all the cousins, and then I
Yeah.
got my nephew. He's 16 years old. He's playing accordion. So the bloodline, is starting right there. But man, we
Hmm.
have it's a lot of cousins, man, and it's crazy how it just falls like you would think everybody would want to go into the do the music, but out of all the primos, it's only like three of us that are continuing that thing, playing music. But and now I got my nephew that I'm very proud of, man. He's 16 years old and a hell of an accordion player,
DJ.
man. DJ, he's good, man. So I'm real proud of him, man.
Yeah. Hey, well, tell him to keep it going, man. That's really where it falls on, man. The next generation.
Shit.
Um,
Yeah.
I mean, for me and mine, after my brother, they didn't even know if I was gonna play. Because really, man, like my teenage years, I spent it like just messing around, playing video games. The casual thing. I didn't
Yeah.
really get back into playing keyboard again until I was like 16, 17. But I mean, I've always played it, but that's really where I got into the producing and playing it again, like religiously. Like, hey, this is something that
Yeah.
I want to pursue. I finally want to put my songs out there and see what I have to do. So, um, it is up to us, man, the younger guys to keep it going and
Yeah,
keep tradition alive, but also change it in the same way.
yeah,
I like
Q.
that.
So
I like that. I like what he just said there, man. Keep tradition alive, but at the same time, you're changing. You're changing with the times, man, and you're putting out something that's it's fresh. It resonates with the younger generation, man. I really enjoy that. I think that's very important to note. Hey, speaking of younger guys, man, how old are you, bro?
I'm 23. I'm fixing to turn 24 here in
Oh,
September.
ho, ho, ho.
Oh, that's
Here,
awesome,
young
man.
yeah.
pup, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
young
You got
pup here.
years of music
Very,
in you,
very
dude.
Enjoy
good,
That's
it,
buddy.
Jay.
awesome, man.
Enjoy it, brother.
Oh, bro, I've had a blast, bro. For the last 5 years, I mean, professionally speaking, these have been some of the best years of my life, bro. So
Oh
I'm
man.
enjoying it.
Hey, enjoy them. Enjoy every moment of it. Before you know it, it's gonna seem like you went to bed, you woke up, and you're in your mid 40s, bro. And then you're gonna look back, and you're gonna say, "Man, I didn't enjoy them enough." So enjoy every moment. I love how humble you are, the collaborations that you do. Like I said, because all those are friendships that you're cultivating, and
Right.
over your career. That I mean, this is what your career is going to. It's gonna make your career. I mean, think about it. When you go and
Yeah.
look back, these are the relationships that I made. These are the projects that were left behind from what you did in your early years. So
Mhm.
that's why I say enjoy every moment of them. Like I said, I'm very proud of what you do. I know you push the limits as far as the way you mix the vocals, some of the stuff that you do. We're going to go
Yeah.
ahead and take a listen, guys. I don't know if you've listened to this one, but we're going to take a listen so that everybody can hear what we're talking about and Jay's unique style. And I hope that you guys like it as much as I do. Here we go.
Bebé, me tienes tan loco cuando miro tus fotos. Me tienes como tu tonto cuando pienso en nosotros. Que pienso más en tu toque, con tu piel tan suave. Me tiene volviendo loco, loco, loco por este amor. Noche estuve soñando, fue cuando me enamoré de ti. Que si caigo en los sueños entonces, tal vez tú puedas ser para mí. Sé que lo que sentimos es real cuando estamos juntos aquí. Que lo veo tan fuerte en tus ojos y sé que sientes esto. Las cosas que compartimos son más que sentimientos, que me tienes así. Bebé, me tienes tan loco cuando miro tus fotos. Me tienes como tu tonto cuando pienso en nosotros. Que pienso más en tu toque, con tu piel tan suave. Me tiene volviendo loco, loco, loco por este amor. Bebé, me tienes tan loco cuando me das un poco de tus besos que tanto anhelo entre nosotros dos. Que me quitas el aliento cuando te veo en mis sueños. Me tiene volviendo loco, loco, loco por este amor. Cuando pienso en nosotros, me tiene volviendo loco, loco, loco por este amor. Cuando pienso en nosotros, me tiene volviendo loco, loco, loco por este amor.
Vámonos.
Well, Jay, that sounded phenomenal, brother. Hey, Johnny, where's it at,
Oh,
brother?
bruh.
Se te
I'm
durmió el
dude,
gallo.
dude. That was
Se le durmió el
dude.
gallo al
That
compa.
sound, bro. It was badass. You know what? I like the background. Loco. That sounds.
I love the
Oh,
backgrounds.
I'm almost cussed, bro. That sounds badass, bro. I mean everything,
Thank you.
everything. I mean to me, bro. You know, I mean, no, I don't know, no offense, but it's kind of sounded like a little bit like ¿cómo se llama? They used to play with the Cumbia Kings, man. Uh, he's a what the I just had his name in my on my mind, man.
I was gonna take it to the
DJ
route. I was
Kane,
gonna ask.
DJ Kane, bro. Kind of like a
I'm gonna
DJ
take you
Kane,
somewhere
bro.
else.
Kind of,
Let me
yeah.
ask you something, Jay.
Oh, okay.
Jay, did you ever listen or are you a fan of La Firma? Luis Padilla, La Firma?
Uh, n- I don't listen.
Okay,
No,
because
I
your
don't really listen
your
to it, man.
keyboard sounds and the way you play it, I get a lot of a feel of what they used to do back
No.
when they started. That's what, and I used to love when they came out back in 2001 or whatever. Luis Padilla came out, hit the
Yeah.
scene. I used to like the keyboard sounds and how he played it. And this song here give me a big time feel to that. And like I said, in 2001, I liked it. I'm hearing something very similar to that. Of course, they didn't have the vocals and all that what you put in there, but that's the feel I get and I like it.
Mhm.
Like I said, man, congratulations on this
Right.
song and all your music, brother. Is there anything that you'd like to let the viewers know about this song? You know, just in general, how it came about.
Well, I mean, I this song has been something that's been stuck in my head for a long time, man. As a lot of the songs are, and I guess I'll start with the musicians first before I go into what the song's about.
Okay.
So shout out to Daniel Fantasma, man. He did the bass track and the accordion, and everything else was pretty much just me and my drummer. So we put together this awesome track, man. This one, it had a different version at the beginning. The very beginning, it sounded totally different from what you hear now,
Yes.
and I'm super proud and happy of how it came out. I took inspiration, man, from a good friend of mine, Jonathan Espinosa, hell of a songwriter. The way that he plays keyboards, man, really, I wanted to do something like that, and that's really where I get the inspiration to do the keyboards from. And this song, it holds a special place in my heart, bro. I wrote it for somebody that I hold very dear to me, and I hope she's listening. I hope she heard the song. I have yet to really get her opinion and her feedback on it, but this song is a very special.
Well,
It's very special to me.
you know what? It's great. Like I said, what you're doing. Like I said, the one that was it. The one that you did with Daniel. The one we put. Or was it Dime? Was it Dime? Right? Dime. That's the name of it. I think.
Yeah, that I
Daniel,
produced.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Very. It has a very similar feel. I like that. I like it. Let me ask you something. On those
Uh,
vocals, do you have any high cut at the beginning of them, or is that just your voice itself? Do you run a high cut on there?
well, it's just my voice.
Okay, and okay. I wanted to know. It's just your voice. Then I just said I like your voice because I hear like for me to get something like that, I got to do like a high cut in there so that it can get it. But you must know how to do exactly. And like I said, phenomenal. Q, what do you got to say about this? Q, talk to me. I can barely see you, but I can hear you.
Bro, I'm driving in the damn monsoon right now, man. This is crazy.
you look
What
like
is?
you're in the movie,
Give me your
buddy.
opinion.
You look like you're in
No,
the
listen,
movie.
man.
I was wondering what that noise was.
It's the rain, man. It's freaking raining hard out here, man. I can barely see. No, listen, man. Uh, I thought it's a very fresh sound. Um, I, I, I really like it because it's got that traditional sound, but
Hmm.
man, you made it
Yeah,
modern.
yeah.
You know what I mean? That's exactly what you said, and that's
Right.
exactly what I
Hmm.
heard. So, and man, I think it's awesome, man.
I think so as well. Like I said, I mean,
Right. I mean, specifically with that song, man.
go ahead. Go ahead, Jay.
Okay. I was like, yeah, specifically with that song, man. I put the synthesizers and the keyboards in there, and I said, well, I didn't really want to have too much Tejano flavor, but I was like, this song, it's exactly what it needs. So that when I put the keyboards in there, man, with the accordion, it just sounded right. It sounded like you said, modern,
Yep.
like like how I like modern
Yeah,
Tejano to sound. So it just fit,
yeah,
and I showed it to Daniel, and Daniel really loved it, man, because the accordion was done first. So that's what I was like. I was just gonna keep it accordion. I was like, Daniel, you did a phenomenal job, man. There's no reason to add anything else to it. And then
No.
one day, one night, I'm sitting there, long, long day, dude. And I was like, you know what? Like, I really want some synthesizers right here to go with this. And then we did it, recorded it, and I was like, okay, this is
Well, I'm
it.
glad.
This
I'm
is it.
glad you
Bounce it out.
did
We're
because I
good.
could not hear that song without the
yeah.
synthesizer.
I really, I really
Yeah.
enjoy. I really enjoy listening to you talk about your vision of Tejano music today, man, because I think it's very, I think it's a very unique and it's a perspective, and I don't think as many people that need to think that way are
I
thinking that
agree.
way. So I man, I encourage you to
Right.
stay, stay strong on that position that you're holding and that mindset and that perspective you have regarding the Tejano music moving forward, man, because I think it's very fresh and I think it's exactly what we need today,
I
man.
agree.
Yep.
Right. I mean, that's really where I'm at, man. My mentality's been there for years. You know, I've had I was lucky to have my sound and my style at such a young age, where I was already kind of there, established a little bit. So now I can really implement all the everything that I want to do. So that modern Tejano take is really it's been there since the beginning. When I started.
It's
Well,
awesome,
it's
man.
great. We're gonna go ahead and show another one. Tell us a little bit about La Morenita. It's a little bit different. I'm gonna talk about the common melody after a cue, but check it out, okay? Tell us a little bit about La Morenita. How did it come about? Who's in it? Was it a collab?
Well, I mean, to start off, yes, it's a collaboration between myself, Mr. Daniel Fantasma again, and a newcomer, man. That I've always seen him. I had met him a couple of times, but then we didn't really get to talk until the collaboration came about. Mr. Anthony de la Garza from Garcia Brothers, man, a badass drummer, and this one's a remake, man, of the original version. The original had came out in early 24, right before International came out, and I didn't really get to do what I wanted to do with that track, in terms of explore the things that I wanted to explore. So I didn't get to add as much that I wanted to with this new version.
Yes.
So I ended up taking that song, and I told Daniel, I said, man, I said it would be cool if we could add Anthony in and really do with Morenita what we wanted to do originally. I said I wanted to get a badass drummer
Yeah.
on it and have that conjunto flair, but mixed in with our style that I want to make that, how I want to do the song. And he said, okay. He's like, well, hit him up and then we'll see. We'll go from there. So we're on TikTok live one night, man. And Anthony comes in to the live, checking it out. And I was like, man, it's like, I really love your song, Muero Sin Ti and Borratito. And I was like, would you want to collaborate and do the drum tracks? And we got to talking on messages, man. And he was like, yeah, he's like, you know what? He's like, I'll find time to go to do this and do that. So by that point, um, I was getting ready to do fanfare, and I think the week after, he went in and recorded and got the drum tracks done, and he sent them over. And dude, I had just got back, so I was exhausted,
I know.
and I got the email with the drum tracks. I said, "Oh, bro," I said, "Let's go." So I immediately went into the studio, bro. The tiredness, the exhaustion, it all wore off.
Quickly.
Got into the studio, got the bajo, bro, and just started recording and getting everything put together. So Morenita was a fun experience to work on with these guys.
Well, let's check it out. We'll talk a little bit more after we check it out, okay? Here we go. La Morenita.
Yeah, yeah. Y'all already know what time it is. The remix. Come on. No, hombre, párale ahí. Oh, yeah. It's Jay, it's Jay. sí le gusta tomar, esa morena sí le gusta bailar. A mi cumbia que les voy a tocar, quiero que bailes y nunca vas a parar. Esa morena no le gusta parar, ella quiere que la fiesta siga más. Esa morena la voy a ver bailar y de ella me voy a enamorar. ¿Quién se ve tan bonita? La morenita, cuando ella lo mueve así. ¿Quién se ve tan bonita? La morenita, cuando mueve su cintura así. La morenita siempre baila mi cumbia y me gusta cómo mueve la cintura. La morenita tiene pura sabrosura cuando lo mueve a mi ritmo y mi cumbia. Y esto es Come on. Esa morena sí le gusta tomar, esa morena sí le gusta bailar. A mi cumbia que les voy a tocar, quiero que bailes y nunca vas a parar. Esa morena no le gusta parar, ella quiere que la fiesta siga más. Esa morena no voy a ver bailar y de ella me voy a enamorar. ¿Quién se ve tan bonita? La morenita, cuando ella lo mueve así. ¿Quién se ve tan bonita? La morenita, cuando mueve su cintura así. La morenita siempre baila mi cumbia y me gusta cómo mueve la cintura. La morenita tiene pura sabrosura cuando lo mueve a mi ritmo y mi cumbia. Mira, quiero ver a todas mis morenitas bonitas bailando aquí en la pista de baile. Jonathan, let's break it down for me. Come on. Cumbia. Come on. Tan bonita. Se ve tan bonita. Se ve tan bonita. Se ve tan bonita. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, tune in Friday nights at 8 to the Puro Potente podcast on Tejano TV. You can view it by clicking the live podcast link in the Tejano TV app, on Roku TV, on your cell phones, or on the Mas Chingon website. Don't miss an episode. Friday nights at 8. We'll see you in the Potente Studio. Hold on. All right, there we go. I had it muted. Jay, great song. Great everything. I like the counter melody. I waited to the end because I wanted to talk about that counter melody at the beginning. I don't know where the key accordion comes in. That keyboard kind of counters it. Beautiful, man. I love it. The backgrounds. Johnny, I saw you in the private chat say awesome. So, congratulations, man. Great job.
Hey, I got
Hey,
a
dude.
question, Jay. Do you have
Anthony,
do you have any formal training?
You there, Jay?
Repeat the question.
Yeah.
Yeah, repeat the question again.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I'm
I lost connection.
I'm kind of in and out too, man. But do you have any formal training in music, or is this something you just picked up on your own?
I picked up everything on my own. So like mixing, mastering, basically everything, especially playing instruments, man. It's all self-taught and self-learned.
Right on. Is there an instrument that you feel like you dominate more than the other? Like, you have a primary instrument, or it's kind of all the same to you?
Oh, without a doubt, man. It's got to be piano / keyboard.
Right on.
That's really the one that I write all my songs with it. I've written a couple on guitar, but none of them let me express the amount of emotion and what I want to get out of it like the piano does, man. So piano is my primary instrument.
Can tell that. Let's see. We got some people. I don't know if Juan is still on. Juan, what's up, my brother? Thank you for tuning in. If you're still in, brother. Yeah, we weren't on last week. I'll talk to you more about that. But we're here right now with Jay. Jay, I think you got another fan here. Look right here. Me gusta esta cumbia, la morenita, ya está descargada para las fiestas. There you go. This is one of the Potente's biggest fans in Monterrey, and now she's a Jay Sterling fan. Mission accomplished, brother. Mission accomplished. What do we got here?
Hey, saludos and much love, man.
Of
Thank you so
course,
much.
this is what we're here about, man. Sharing the platform so that your music can be heard, vice versa, man. When everybody now you can say, I know the guys are potente, man. Those guys are cool, this and that, and that's how it goes. We just spread the love, man, and the music. Adam, what's up? Watching from Orange Grove. What's up, Adam? Thank you for tuning in. Obviously, Juan is still,
Who's Adam?
yeah. All right.
There he is.
There he is. He's there. Juan is still there. Juan, I'm sorry. Q probably hasn't got you those shirts. It's gonna have to be August 6th. I'm gonna have to take them to you, brother. I
No,
mean,
no, no.
I gotta go pick him up.
No,
Yo,
no.
what the
I'm going to a
what the
doctor's
equipo
appointment.
yan?
I'm going to a doctor's appointment in Dili. I don't know if it's going to be this coming week. I think maybe if it is, I'm going to coordinate with him. Hopefully, he's going to be in town, and I'll drop him off to him, man.
Well, there you go. I don't know, but trust me, Juan. If this doesn't happen by August 6th, Jay and Miguel hit our countdown this week. There you go. Look at this. We got this. Jay and Miguel hit our countdown this week. There you go, Jay. Great job, man. I'm glad that
Oh man, that's
it
awesome.
is Juan, and I love working with Juan. I mean, dude, we our show is on what do you call it, Tejano TV. This him and Lila and what they do over there and Tejano TV and Mas Chingon Radio. It's all about the artist. I love working with him, and obviously, you guys are doing great there. So thank you, Juan, for spinning all the music. Everybody. And Dina, what does Dina say here? Dina, we're not gonna say para no pensar. Oh, nope, that ain't the one we're gonna go with. But I know, I know, para no pensar. I've heard it, but that ain't the one. The one we're gonna listen to next is my favorite of all of these. Okay, Jay, talk to me about this next one. What's the name of it? Más que un te amo. Talk to me about it.
Yes, sir, man. I did this one with a good friend of mine. So a little bit before that, I had met this guy, Alejandro Terra. That's featured on the
Yes.
track. We co-wrote this together. I wrote my verse. He wrote everything that you hear him on his parts. He wrote that himself, man. Especially on collaborations, I like to give everybody their freedom to write how they feel and write what they want to say. So first and foremost, man, thanks to Alejandro for that. Huge shout out. But I went to Dallas to Grand Prairie to go record another artist and produce for another artist. And while producing for her, Alejandro was around for the podcast because they had like a little podcast room. So they did their thing. They did their interviews, and I was noticing this guy, man. He was carrying his guitar case, and I was like, you know what? I was like, I want to meet this guy, man. I want to talk to this guy. And I got to talking with him, and to learn that Alejandro was from Cuba, and this real like humble and nice person, man. Alejandro's the nicest person that you'll ever meet, especially in music, bro. You know, a lot of us were, como la chingada. But Alejandro, man, he has just this demeanor about him, this thing. So the guy got to chop it up with him, man, and I was like, you know what, man? I was like, I'm doing this kind of like salsa track, but with like a modern, like making it like my own.
Yeah.
And I had just the rough draft of just my vocals, the rest of it being instrumental on it. And I said, you know what, man? I was like, take a listen to it and let me know what you think. And he heard it, and immediately he went into like there's that bridge in the song where he's like almost like
Yeah.
rapping, but not
Uh-huh.
really. He's like going really fast with the
Yep.
melody. He immediately on the instrumental part went into it, and I said, "This is the guy." I looked at my other friend that had hired me to produce, and he goes, "Dude," he's like, you guys are already friends or what?" I was like, "Dude," I said, "It's easy for musicians
Oh yeah.
to link up and to do something." So, um, I had got Alejandro's contact information, man. That whole weekend that I was there, man, we just literally just hit it off, and then kept in contact for the next time that I went in July of last year. I went to go record. Uh, at my friend's house. So I brought my laptop. He had an interface. He had a microphone, and we made a makeshift pop filter, dude, with the hanger and a very thin shirt.
I
And
love it.
I said, "All right, guys." I said, dude, I was like, guys, it's like turn off the ACs, it's like TV,
Yeah.
to everything,
That's
turn
right,
everything
everything
off,
off.
man. And we just silence. Alejandro wasn't feeling very well at that point, man. He had like something with his throat. So I said, "Hey, anybody got any tequila?" He's like, "Yeah, man." And I was like, "Give him a shot." He took a shot, bro, and he's like, "All right, I feel better." And we got to recording, man. We recorded that song in a house, and then he was like, "Bro," he's like, "I don't know how it's gonna sound, with everything being so open and whatever." I said, "Bro," I said, "let me work the magic." I
Yep.
said, "All you got to do is
That's
sing. That's
it.
all you got to do is focus on you." I said, I got the rest of it." So we recorded the vocals, man, and then I showed them how it was gonna sound, and he goes, "Yeah, never mind." He goes, "I'm sorry I questioned it."
No, dude.
I was like, "I told you,
Well,
man.
these
It's
guys
gonna be
don't know
better."
what you're talking about.
So
So let's, what do you call it? Let's show them what you and I have already. Well, obviously you know, and I've heard it. I've heard it several times. It's my favorite of these three. But let's let the guys listen to it, and we'll talk more about this song on the other side. Okay, guys, check it out.
awesome.
Escribo este mensaje para decirte hoy que el tiempo se me acaba y en este vacío estoy atrapado en un mundo lejos de ti, en el que ya no quiero estar porque duele sin ti. Deseo estar contigo, pero vivo en castigo. Sé que es tu destino amarme como un amigo. Que te hice daño a raíz de nuestro abrazo y quiero decirte algo que es más que un te amo, es más que un mensaje. Yo fui el culpable, el que no supo amarte, un niño en el momento, pero ahora soy nuevo. Si me dejas mostrarte cuánto quiero amarte, es más que un te amo. Un abrazo, un latido, el más profundo corazón. Los besos que no me has dado son la razón de mi ilusión. Si dudas pierdes el momento, ya basta de esperar en vano. Yo tengo claro lo que siento. Es más que un te amo, es más que un mensaje. Yo fui el culpable, el que no supo amarte, niño en el momento, pero ahora soy nuevo. Si me dejas mostrarte cuánto quiero amarte, es más que un te amo, 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 es más que las noches y los días se me van así corriendo detrás de tu WhatsApp que respondes en silencio. No me acostumbro, te soy honesto, a tanta ambigüedad entre palabras y gestos. Hay aguacero redentor, tráeme de vuelta su amor, que quiero decirle. Es más que un te amo, es más que un mensaje. Yo fui el culpable, el que no supo amarte, un niño en el momento, pero ahora soy nuevo. Si me dejas mostrarte cuánto quiero amarte, es más que un te amo, es más que un te amo, es más que un te amo, es más que
Well, there we go, Jake. That one is my favorite of all. I just love everything about it. I can't tell you that. I listened to it when I was uploading it here, put it in the show. I listened to it about half dozen times, just grooving to it, man. Congratulations, phenomenal stuff. And now that you say that about Alejandro, it's funny. Now I can hear it. I can hear that he's a little sick. I didn't tell it until you told me. Then I said, man, I kind of hear because I know I sing when I'm sick and I know what it sounds like. You would have never known though.
Right. Yeah. And hey, and he's I mean, he sounded just as good, man,
Oh
as he
yeah.
normally does. But you know, like I mean, singers know singers, man. So you know when somebody's a little
Oh
ronco.
yes, you
So
can because you hear yourself when you are. I've sang like
oh yeah,
arrepiéntate. When I sang it in here, and I was a little under the weather, and I'll just take it line by line. You know what I mean? And rest my voice because I know how to do that. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
when I hear it back, I said, man, I wish that I wouldn't have been sick. But it is what it is. You got a timeline. You got to do what you got to do. Q, are you there?
Man, can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me or
I
not.
can hear you. Did you hear the song?
Okay.
What did you think about it, brother?
Yeah.
You, buddy.
Dude, I didn't hear the song. You already know the problems I have with the audio over here. When you play
Ay,
videos, I don't
Dios
hear them.
mío. How about you,
I
Johnny? Did you hear Johnny?
I heard it, man. I like it, man. Hey, yeah, I like it, man. I love it. I
I
mean,
know
all
it's
three
not your
songs that you
onda.
played.
It's not
Hey,
your
Jay, let me
onda.
ask you a question, man.
Go ahead.
No. I liked it. I liked it, man. Let me ask you a question, Jay. Hey, who do you have your music? Who supplies, like, who puts out your music? Do you just put it out on YouTube, or do you have somebody that puts your music out, like on the radio stations and all that?
So I mean, I have my own record label, so I push everything myself. But I go primarily
Hmm.
through DistroKid, and I do have a promoter. She's actually in the chat, Mari Chofi
Yep,
Martinez. She sends out the song to radios and all those other good important people.
that's good. Well, look, we got.
I was just wondering
Go ahead.
if I was just wondering if somebody distributed that, like, out this way toward Victoria, Texas, because we have two Tejano radio stations, and that kind of music, man, plays pretty good on the both stations. And you know, I know the program director is pretty good, so I could, if they weren't going out this way, I could kind of hook you up, man, if you wanted to hook up, because I like it, man. I think it's pretty good. It's good, man.
I like it for sure. Lo-
Hey,
Go
well
ahead, Jay.
that would be a big help. If I'm not mistaken, I know a couple of songs have gone out that way. I don't know specifically about Victoria though. I do know Mil Besos made it out
Hmm.
there on that station. But for the rest of
Okay.
them, man, yeah, that would be a
I
big
know
help.
Conjunto Ben said to
Yeah, man. I
Mari,
mean,
I don't have this one, Mari. So, Mari, Conjunto Ben wants it. So, make sure he gets it. I sent all of Potente's music to him. And trust me, Conjunto Ben plays all of Potente's music. Right, Johnny? It don't matter. The old ones, the new ones, it doesn't matter. Shout out to Conjunto Ben, man. Yeah. Mari, you need
yeah,
to get it. Get it to Conjunto Ben because he will put it out. Right? Here he is,
yeah,
right here. Conjunto Ben, Potente. Let's see what we got here. Juan Mendoza Jr., Smooth Jam. He
yeah.
sure is. My mom, Jay, check it out. I think
Yes,
my mom likes your music too, brother. I think Jay Sterling just recruited a new fan.
yeah.
I'm glad to hear it, mom.
I think me and her ourselves, man. I mean, I like it. I mean, I've heard, like I said, I've heard about you. Never really, I've heard about you yourself. I've never really listened to music, and then
Mhm.
when I found out you were going to come on, I started listening to music. I didn't hear
Don't
this
lie
one,
to
Anthony.
Jay.
I had
Johnny,
never heard this one, but I
don't lie
like
to
this last
Jay.
one, man. Proof,
I
proof.
thought, hey, Jay, don't let him lie to you,
Like
okay?
that.
Earlier in the week, I said, hey,
No,
you
I'm
know
not
who's
saying.
coming on my show or on the show, right? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I've heard a little bit
and let me
about him.
say,
I said, well,
and,
man, dude, this dude's got some good music, bro. Trust me. And I purposely did not send it to him,
okay,
Jay. You know why? Because I wanted him to hear it first here, so we could get a real genuine
but I
reaction.
did.
You know what I mean? Not something they heard and they got time to think,
Right.
process what they feel
I
about it. No, we're watching this firsthand right here.
Okay.
Anthony, I can go back on my history on the YouTube after I got off the phone with you, and I can show you that I went and I put it Jay Sterling in there, and I was listening to his music,
Okay.
but I didn't
All
get
right.
to this song right
I
here.
know that.
But I
Hey,
had already heard the other song that him and Daniel. Remember when
Daniel,
Daniel came on?
exactly. I knew
I
that one.
already heard the other song.
Hugh, are you there?
I am. No, por
Yeah,
favor, no se
yeah.
peleen.
No se peleen. Oh, we're having a good time. You know how it is, Q. Go ahead, pull the reins, Q. It's your time. And I can't see your
Oh,
face, but I know the
yeah,
reins are being pulled. Come on.
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting better service if I don't have the video on,
Okay,
and it's raining cats and dogs out here, bro. It's bad.
we
But
be
anyway,
careful.
listen, man. I I didn't get to hear the song
Yeah,
obviously
he's
because of the issues that I have, man. But I am gonna go back and listen to it after the show. But I just want to say, man, that this guy, man, I can't wait to meet you in person, bro. Honestly, because man, everything you say that comes out of your mouth are things that I tell myself every day, like in the mirror. Like, man, I really wish the conversations I have within myself with my brain, like, man, I really wish people would see it this way, or kind of, open up their minds and look at things through a different perspective and consider different possibilities and just be open minded. You know what I mean? And everything. I can't believe that you're 23
Right.
years old,
Oh,
because to
shit.
have that mindset, I wish, when I was 23, I didn't have this mindset that I have today. You know what I mean? It took years of being in the industry, and years of disappointment, and becoming a callous old man to finally realize, hey man, there's some validity to what these old timers are saying, and to have such a mature point of view on music in general. I don't even care about the industry itself, but just have in general music and how we should perceive music, and be open minded, and it's just it's I don't know, man. I'm just in awe. I didn't just You're not the person I expected to talk to today. You know what I mean? Because I didn't know anything about you, man. So I'm pleasantly surprised, man,
Right.
and I can't wait to meet you, man.
Hey, well,
Jay,
same
go
here,
ahead.
man. Yeah, same here. I was excited for this interview, from the beginning and the get go, because I knew this conversation was going to be interesting, man. I knew that you guys have the conversations that a lot of other people don't have, because you guys are musicians and you know what we deal with and what we go with on a daily basis. So when we talk about the mixing, when we talk about counter melodies in general, it's always going to be a great conversation, man, with people who know what to do, what we do. So
Yep.
it's always going to be an amazing conversation. These are the conversations that I enjoy having.
Jay, right here. We're going to take another one here. Jay is an amazing person and artist. I'm beginning to see the amazing person, and the artist I already know. The artist I already know. The person I'm getting to know here. So, of course, what's up, Bato Locos? What's up, Inez?
what about the local?
Okay,
Yes,
Jay, I'm
what's
gonna
up,
put you
buddy?
out there. Go ahead. Go ahead. Jay, I'm gonna ask you a question. I mean, you can answer it if you want. You don't won't be offended if you don't answer, because this is something that everybody.
Okay.
You said you took me here. Okay, what you just said. We'd have the discussions
Okay.
that a lot of other people won't necessarily have, because like Q just said, Q, we're the old dogs. We don't give a shit anymore. We don't give a shit anymore. So hey, we're gonna say
Hey,
it whether you like
check.
it or not. You know what I mean?
A bunch of callous, cynical old men,
Yeah.
man. Don't.
So Jay, you're on the other side of
You're
this.
gonna ruffle
So
feathers.
if you don't, Johnny, rub a feather. No, Jay, if you don't want to answer, because you have to stay tight in circles. But I'm gonna ask this because we have this conversation
Right.
since we have you here. Look, we come from a time when bands were bands, and being part of a band was something special. You know what I mean? And you don't necessarily see that today. What you see is
Mhm.
a lot of front men who are okay with just hiring a bunch of musicians and putting them up there. Mind you, I know that the level of musicians today are as a much higher level of musicians than there were 25 years ago. Okay, but still, you
Mhm.
understand, if you get a guy, does he really know your music? Is he really going to hit all the chord changes? Is he
Mhm.
going to get all the hits? You know what I mean? And that's what you're hoping that he
Mhm.
he did he did his homework. So let me ask you,
Mhm.
are
Somewhere.
which do you prefer, or is there one that you think is better, being part of a band that's really tight and plays for each other, or do you see it more like, well, I'm just a star and I'll just hire my guys, doesn't matter how it comes out? How do you feel on that in general?
Um. Honestly, I'd like to believe a lot in the first one, man. But musicians, as
Yep.
we've seen, they've changed quite a bit, man. It doesn't matter whether they're a bass player, a drummer, a guitar player. A lot of people want to be the front man, man. They have that mentality, and I don't have it. but we both know that, hey, if I'm the lead singer, the spotlight is right here for the night, and everybody's gonna
Yep.
play their licks, their riffs, whatever, and they have their moments. But I do prefer to have my hired musicians, man. For, hey, do your homework, know the material. You don't have to get everything right. You can improvise here and there, but I can still have a tight relationship with hired musicians. I did that for a show in Odessa, so that's just the way that I prefer, going about it.
Yes.
I'm very business minded, man, and bands. There's a lot of cheese, man. There's a lot of bullshit. Excuse my French, but it's just one thing, man. I like to keep it business as always. That comes first, and it's a transaction. At the end of the day. So for me, I'd
Yep.
rather have my hired musicians.
And see, and that's what you get today. And I think that's where we come in. If you watch us, you can tell by the show we're a tight group. And I wish we do have Daniel, and Daniel's going to be working in with us. Daniel, what do you call it? Uh, we're getting closer, but you can see this triangle has been together for a long time. And in my
Yeah,
opinion, it's old school. And you don't see it. You just said it. Unfortunately, you don't see it because you just said
yeah,
it. Everybody wants to be the quarterback. Well, you know what? Tom Brady doesn't have 7 rings without those linemen that nobody really knows about. And he would be the first person to tell you it's because of those
yeah,
linemen that nobody ever hears their name or knows their name. But that star quarterback will be the first person to tell you those trenches guys are the guys he had the reason why he has a success. It takes everybody, and that's what unfortunately, like you
right.
hit on. Everybody wants to be the singer. Everybody wants to be, but you know what? Some are better at it than others, and that's just the truth. You know what I mean? And the people are the ones who dictate it. You want to go to a
Yeah,
show and you'll see how some what do you call it, some vocalists or some they're not just vocalists, they're entertainers, and the people gravitate to them, and those are the ones that have the most
hmm,
success. And others, and that doesn't mean that you're not a good singer, it's just that you're not a great entertainer. The two are not the same. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And unfortunately, you said, go ahead,
Exactly, man. And then, I mean,
go ahead, Jay.
it's just it's just like that, man. You have people, they really aren't as close as they used to be back then, man. And like I said, I would like to have that, but going back to that, it's a business transaction, and I can, like I said, I can still be close with a hired musician,
Oh yeah.
and give them, pay them what they need, but and just kind of keep it there. You don't have the headache of having to deal with, oh man, this person said this or this person did this,
But
and that's really
you're
what I
saying it
don't.
like
That's really what I don't want to deal with.
you're saying it like as if you've gone through it.
Exactly. I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
So you
Well, I mean, I've seen bands, bro. I've been a part. I've been a part to see bands come and go. My dad and my brother, for instance, they're various bands. Seeing how things have not worked out because everybody has that mentality, man. Especially, I'm not throwing any shade on my
nope.
brother, but my brother has that. So I get to see it firsthand on how to, how these people work and how they move, especially like that. So now it's different than how it used to be back then, man. But everybody that I've come across and that I work with, it's like you're saying, some people, they don't see the behind the scenes
Yep.
thing. They don't see that. They don't ever hear about it. That's why I make sure to give everybody their credit, especially if it's something as minute, dude, as hitting the damn cowbell. Like, hey, you're getting your credit, bro, on a song. You're getting your little, you're getting paid for it. You're getting your royalty here and there, man. That's very important to me.
Yeah.
That everybody behind the scenes gets their flowers, man.
Of
So
course. Like I said, I mean,
And this,
go ahead, Q.
the more I listen to this guy, the more I just think, bro, where have you been for the last 25 years, other than having not been born?
yeah, because I wasn't here yet,
I
bro.
wasn't here
Well,
yet, bro.
Esteban, we know where he was at 25 years ago because he wasn't here yet.
He wasn't here yet.
Yeah.
No, but it's the difference. Like I said, we talk about it all the time. I wish there was more bands, and that's why we push that because I mean, and that's not to say that we don't have squabbles, Jay. I mean, That's why we have the show. And
Mhm.
I mean, we put aside cues, pull me back, slap me across the head. That's what he does. He keeps me in check. You know what I mean? It's my little brother. And it's okay. I can't even get mad because he'll walk off and I'm like, dude, I can't do this without him. You know, Johnny's the same thing. We'll have our
Yeah.
differences. But at the end of the day, we believe that the whole is better. And dude, honestly, I'm scared to hire musicians because I hate it because I'm always scared that when I get up there, I mean, I put in a lot of work, Jay, and I'm quite sure you do too. If you're going to do a show or something, to
Right.
make sure, because you're a professional and you
Hmm.
want to make sure that you give your best
Yeah.
performance. And it would suck if you get a guy who just wants to take your money. And trust me, it's happened to me. I got a guy, oh, I'll play bass for you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got all the songs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You get up there, bro. The dude don't know about 20, 25% of the songs. Now, who suffers?
Hmm.
You do.
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
and that's what I don't like. And you know what I mean. If the musicians would all take pride, and you know what, if I'm gonna take on a compromiso, and you send me 15 songs, and I gotta learn it for a set or whatever, bro, I'm gonna know all those 15 songs. I'll practice them for a whole week because
Right.
it's professional. But I've had guys, oh, I learn them, but if they ain't the top 40 songs, like your stuff ain't top 40. You know what I mean? Your stuff is your stuff. You got to listen
Hmm.
to it. If you didn't listen to it, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? You're not going to know all the hits. So yes, I'll fumble through it because I'm a great musician. I'll fumble through it, but
Hmm.
you don't want that, bro. You want the guy. You're going to pay him some money. Know the damn music, and that's what's scary when I
Mhm.
hire musicians.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's what scares me, brother.
Hmm. Yeah. It's like I said, I make sure that I have a decent relationship with my hired
Yes.
musicians. I do make sure that all the material is learned. We do go over it quite a bit, man. I guess it's really different with everybody, but that's another thing that I was always skeptical about as well. Like, hey, you got to make sure that you learn it, man, because I'm not gonna let anything be tarnished.
Yep.
Let people see us in a bad way. It's because it's not just you. It's gonna go bad on me
Of
as well.
course.
So if you don't know my stuff, you have to know, especially if I'm paying you to do it.
Exactly. You like to
So
think, right? But no, I mean, I've
yeah.
got, and don't get me wrong, the level of musicians today is phenomenal. You know what I mean? It really is. But
Hmm.
even like that, you still got to know the music. Q, are you there? Talk to me. What
I,
are you?
I,
Yeah.
I,
Get in
I
here.
am. I'm listening, man. I'm listening. I never know if my service is in or out. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I don't want to cut in and then I sound like yeah. But anyway, I was gonna say something. I forgot what I was gonna say.
it must have been a
No,
lie.
listen, man. No, no, no. Yeah. No, listen, man. I think that there's not a right or wrong answer. You know what I mean? Hired musicians,
Yeah.
day in day out, from show to show. I think you're on the right. I think you're on the right path by just give them credit, man. Here's your money. It's a business. It's completely business. If you're able to compartmentalize like that, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. You know what I mean? I think it's awesome because
Right.
everybody understands what it is. It's a business transaction, like you said. You provided
Hmm.
me a service, and I provided you money. There you go. That's it. and
Yeah.
and so there's nothing more to it. I don't have to worry about your ego. I don't have to worry about your opinion because I didn't pay you for your opinion. I paid you to come over here and play.
Yeah.
And as long as everybody understands that,
Exactly,
I
man.
mean, I think that works just fine. um,
Johnny, you want to chime in on this?
I'm the same way, man. As long as hired musicians are, it's good, man. But as long as they do the homework, like you said, you
Yeah.
don't want to hire somebody and mostly we talk about this all the time, Anthony. Most of these musicians these days they just want to go make that quick buck, and that's
That's
it,
it.
But I mean, anybody can play top 40, if you're going to be playing that. But if you're going to play your material and they're not going to learn your material, they're going to go make a quick buck. They're going to go make themselves look like a fool, and then they're gonna go make us look like a fool because we're
That's
gonna go
it.
sound like shit.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
the that's
mean,
the
Hmm.
scary thing. Jay, I'm
yeah,
assuming you're using musicians in West Texas.
Yeah, and then some musicians come from different
Well,
parts, so I make sure to use a lot of I actually have a couple of musicians out of state as well that come down every once in a while.
okay, then they must be better than a lot of the ones that we know around here. Then, right, guys? If they learn the material, because there's a long list of them that don't learn material around here. I'm not
shots
mentioning any
fired.
names,
Shots
gentlemen. I'm not mentioning any names, but
Oh man.
but we know a few of them here and there. I'm just saying. Oh man, Jay, it's been a pleasure, brother. Thank you for coming on, man. Like I said, I wish that we could have had you, but then again, this was the perfect episode for you to just have audio because these two have been doing the same thing throughout the show. So I guess you set a
Yeah,
precedent there, Jay. Okay.
Is that another
I
shots
guess so,
fired?
man.
Yes, it is. There's shots fired. Now, Johnny, I don't know why you were like that. Q, I understand. You're at home with your internet.
No, I just kept. Hey,
Oh man, hey, it was a pleasure being here, man, with all of you guys. Even though I don't really feel that good, man, it was a blast being on here. I knew it was gonna be a blast from the beginning. Like I said, setting it all up. Um, you know, we didn't get to do it last week, but hey, everything happens in due time.
Like
So
Right.
it
I
was it
know.
was a
I
blast. I enjoyed it,
apologize.
man, and
I had that thing, and like I said, I wish because it throws me off because we're gonna start doing the show every other week now because it's just a lot.
okay.
It's a lot with what I mean. I'm setting up the shows, and it's hard for to prep every show. And I'm prepping Dina's shows as well, and then of course I have my job
Mm.
here, and then I'm also having to work with you know promos of the band, and we're about to get started a new set from Monterrey. We're going to be looking hopefully in November. So I got a lot on my plate. So going to every other week is
Right.
going to be better for me. And well, because we didn't do last week, I'm going to have to do next week with Johnny Martinez from Conjunto Diferencia. But I'm glad that you made it, brother. We've been looking forward to this, listening to your music and featuring your music. Johnny,
Yes, sir. Hey,
go ahead,
Jay,
Jay.
man, I appreciate you coming on
uh,
the show, buddy. I hope you feel better. Uh, man, I can't wait to meet you, bro. Like Esteban says, man, I can't wait to meet you, and hopefully we can collaborate and do something together in the future, man. Like Anthony was talking earlier, but man, it was an honor, bro. And man, keep up the good work, man. You sound good. Everything sounds great, man. So keep up the good work, bro.
thank you, my brother.
Q.
Brother, I can't wait to be sitting in the same room with you and talking music, man. Uh, let's do this. Let's do this sooner rather than later, man. So let's not just talk about it. Let's be about it, man. So I'll be hitting you up, man. I'll send you a message or something. I'll get your contact info from Anthony. I'm sure he has it, and we'll
Okay.
set something up, man. And it's a long drive out there to Big Spring, but I'm willing to make the drive, man. Just sit in the room with you and just BS with you for a little bit and talk some music and maybe make something happen, man.
For sure.
Hey, I mean, for sure, man. Either vice versa. Either I go over there, you guys come over here. It don't matter to me. Just let me know. And like I said, it's gonna happen. It's definitely gonna happen. If you guys are
Road
down,
trip.
I'm always down to collaborate with
Road trip.
in all artists, man, that are willing to collaborate. So
Yes, we need a road trip. That's what basically, Jay. That's what these guys are asking for. Okay, a road trip. What I'm getting from this is they want the trip over there, not you over here. Okay, that's what I'm getting from this. I don't know.
hey, let's do it, man. Because I mean, if anybody knows me as well, it's Daniel.
Yeah,
So, and we actually like to get to work,
Oh
man.
yeah.
We don't bullshit and then say, hey, let's collaborate. No, man, we're gonna make
of
it happen.
course.
We're gonna make something special, and we're gonna get to work.
Oh yeah, man.
All
Oh yeah,
right, well,
man.
stick around till I finish the closing, Jay, and we'll talk a little bit here in a bit. Okay.